Is Eng here? Jack? Eng here? Eng. Yeah. That's what you call the guy. Engelbert is Eng.
I know.
Yeah.
My aunt was the president of his fan club for 15 years.
Really?
Yeah, she used to do some really funny stuff, but basically it was her job to set up, when he played Westbury Music Fair, she made sure the backstage area was set up to his liking.
Oh, really?
Where is she now?
She's out of Florida now.
Oh, maybe we ought to get her on the phone. Talk about what it's like to set up for Eng. What does he like back there?
That's weird. You mean that's who the president of your fan club sets that up?
Apparently his fan club is, you know, they're very loyal, and he pays a lot of attention to them. Like people want to start a fan club for you and we ignore them.
Right.
He pays like a lot of attention to those people.
Did you ever find them broads?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, what do you set up that back area with?
No, I think the proper food and flowers.
Mr. Engelbert Humperdinck will need 50 broads. What's your aunt's name?
Jean.
Aunt Jean needs to go procure some women from Engelbert.
Jean is scouring the city.
What you doing here? You know, I really don't know.
Engelbert has a new CD out. This guy gets laid plenty.
I mean, doesn't it get old after a while?
What? Getting laid? Nah.
All that anonymous sex?
Nah, it never gets old. Let me see. Wow. Still good looking, too. All these years, you're still good looking. Look at that. You're not supposed to be listening back there.
I was. I'm listening on the way in the limo.
You really are English.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I didn't realize
That
that.
was real.
I didn't realize
It was
that.
the name he changed.
I didn't realize that at all. Let me smell your hand, first of all. I mean, you are an amazing man. You've done it all, haven't you?
Well, I'm not going to answer those kind of questions.
Anyway, you have a new CD. Did you ever punch out Tom Jones? Is that true?
No, it came very close, though.
What happened? I thought you guys were friends.
Yeah, well, we were going to make it up.
Did you have a rivalry with him or something?
No, not a rivalry. You know,
You both have that image. I mean,
I
you
don't
both.
consider him a rival. Anyway, the thing is, I'm not being smart or anything, but he's not a rival because there are many, many great singers in this world, you know.
Right.
And there's room for everybody.
Yes.
And
But you're a better singer than him, right?
Yes, but
So you run into this guy. What happened?
now you see, we had a meeting in Vegas, and we were making it up. We had dinner and everything like that, and he was drinking his champagne and getting blitzed a little bit, and he just got funny with me, and
What do you mean? Like he came on to you or something?
well, you know, he started poking me, saying that, you know, he's always had a problem with me, and I said, I haven't had a problem with you, Tom. And
Really?
yeah.
So you guys were drinking.
Yeah.
He comes over to you. You're minding your own business.
Yeah, and he's got all his cronies sitting down, you know, on
All his big shots.
all his big guys.
All his big guys.
And then I said to him, I said, Tom, I don't have a problem with you, but if you want one, you got one.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not afraid of a fight?
Not with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he looks like a tough guy. I mean, he looks like he can handle himself.
Yeah,
I mean, he gets no pussy. I mean, you know.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, and you were convinced that you could kick his ass?
And the rest in the room, too.
Really? Interesting. Interesting.
No,
I like that. Yeah.
No, but I said to him, so anyway, he got him walked out. So
He did.
Yeah.
So he is a big.
And all his cronies walked with me.
Oh, really? So you said to him, hey, you want to have a fight? Let's have a fight right now. And the guy backed off.
It was a back off, yeah.
Yeah. He's never told us that story.
Look at Jackie, yeah, Eng. You calling the guy Eng? You don't even know the guy.
Mr. Humperdinck.
You can call me Ange.
Really?
You can call me Ange Angle, Bert, Humpy, but don't call me Dinky.
Really?
No.
You're allowed to have sex with other women. True?
Not allowed.
You're a good-looking guy, man. You get laid plenty, right? This is what we want to talk about. But before we get to the new CD and everything.
Now, when did you get married? You've been married a long, long time.
Yes, I have. I've been married for 31 years.
So were you famous when you got married?
No.
See, there you go. Same thing happened to me. Yeah. Same thing. 'Cause you got famous, like you get married and stuff, and you figure, hey, your wife's good looking and all
What
that.
were you doing at that time? Were you a singer then, or were you doing something else?
Well, I was singing. I've always been singing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've been singing since I was 17, you know.
Oh, okay.
And what age did you get married? Like, were you super young?
No, I was 27.
27 years old, and you weren't famous yet. And you figure, hey, what the hell? I'm having a nice life. I got a nice woman by my side, this and that, the other thing. And then all of a sudden, fame hits.
Yeah, well.
And the women start throwing themselves at you. It's a difficult
Actually,
thing.
they never used to throw themselves, but parts, like panties and things, you know.
Panties.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but
panties.
you know what that meant.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, my friend. I love women. Man, I mean, I might look like a homo, but I love women. I got news for you.
Well, I guess they're the prettiest things on the earth.
They certainly are. Let me tell you, I can't sing like you, but I would sing if I could. You understand what I'm saying? And periods don't even bother me. That's how much I love women.
Oh, my.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Some guys are bothered by that. I bet you're not. That don't even make a difference, right?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, please, come on. Some guys go, oh, woman's on her period. I say, so what? So what? All right, I've been married 18 years today. Today's my anniversary.
Is that right? Congratulations.
Just a minute.
My wife called me up to remind me.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You're married 18 years. I said, whoa.
You said it just like that?
And let me tell you something. I dated her for 4 years.
Before that?
Before that. So I have slept with the same woman. Now listen to this. You ready? Don't fall off your chair because I have to pick you up. I've been sleeping with the same woman 22 years. I haven't strayed once.
Yes, all right.
Now, I swear,
All right.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
I have not strayed once because I have such guilt.
No, it's because you love her.
No. It has nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with it.
Big.
But,
Well, I've been married 31 years.
and you're doing it the right way.
And I've
Well,
dated
that
my
is-
wife 7 years before that.
You
Wow.
went 7 years before you married her.
Yeah. And I have to tell you the truth. I haven't strayed once.
Now, come on,
And
Jimmy.
I'm looking you straight in the eye.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I did.
He's practiced.
No, Engelbert. Can I call you Engelbert?
I've learned from a good person, yeah.
Can I call you Engelbert?
You sure can.
Okay, no, seriously. Now, you've got a marriage and everything, but you're one of those guys, you're allowed to have sex with other women, true?
Not allowed.
But you just do it, because you have to.
This guy is some, you know what?
That's really true. No, but be upfront with me, please, Mr. Humperdinck. I'm begging you. In other words...
You begging?
Yes, I'm begging you.
My
Teach
God.
me how to do this. Teach me the move. In other words, listen, when you become a superstar, it's almost impossible to resist the temptation. Is that true?
Things have happened in the past.
Right,
You
things
know,
have
but I'll be honest with you. Things have happened because there's no smoke without fire. There's been press, adverse publicity about me. Of course, I wrote it all myself.
But does your wife, like when you get home, does she hit you over the head with like a cooking pot or something?
No, people make mistakes, and I've made a couple in my life.
Yeah, but how do you go home? I mean, you must be tough.
Hey, he comes home and he says, hey, look, I'm Engelbert Humperdinck.
Listen, I don't have to worry. You go home and the papers are splattered with pictures and things like that.
Right, it's tough.
What are you going to do? There's nothing you can do about it.
No.
And so, anyway, I have a very, very good wife. She's
Really? She is nice?
fabulous.
I'd like to be married to your wife. So she stays in England and you travel around the world?
No, she doesn't stay. She's traveled with me the last 3 weeks. I've been in Myrtle Beach. And
Oh, really?
Detroit.
Oh, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you something.
How many kids do you have?
You're coming on that subject. I have 4 kids.
You got 4?
3 boys and 1 girl. And I've been blamed for a lot of others.
Yeah, now, we always read about you having, like, tons of kids.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why they're having Father's Day at the Rose Bowl for me.
So someone told me you have 404 kids. Is that true?
Now, you're about 3 or 4 out.
No, but let me ask you this. So in other words, you have 4 kids, and all of them are with your wife?
Yes.
Oh, they are?
And you've never lost a paternity suit?
No.
Really?
Really? You're not paying
No,
I admire that.
listen, I
to
may have
anyone
lost,
outside of your family?
I have lost in certain respects, but that wasn't my fault.
Well,
I see.
That's
answer
the
me
fault of the
this.
lawyers and the fault of
That DNA test.
if I'd have had a DNA test, I wouldn't be paying anything.
Really?
Then why wouldn't you take one?
Yeah.
I didn't have it at that particular
Oh,
time.
they didn't.
Well, do it now.
Do it now. Let's clear this up.
Maybe they can pay you
I'll get
back.
you one. Yeah, then they have to pay you back. That'd be great.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Payback, eh?
Gotta wear rubber, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Even though
what is with that?
it wears
What's
down the
up with
sensation.
that?
A lot of these babes tell you they got the pill. I'm telling you. I know. So anyway, man, you had an incredible life,
Yeah,
right?
the kid will come out and you'll call him broken rubber. Anyway, the thing
Will you ever write a book about your life?
I started to write it, but
It was too dirty, right? No one would carry it. I mean, you got a lot of wild stories, right?
it's not. No, it's not that. I heard a lot of people, including my wife, and I didn't want to.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Wow. I would read it, man.
I bet you would.
I'd worship it.
You know what? I'd read it myself.
Yeah. I'd go see the movie version, it'd be a porno. So, in other words, all this paternity suit stuff, you had a fight and all that thing, but
Yeah.
you're always able to keep your marriage together.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Well,
That's amazing.
I mean, but still, while the cases, doesn't your wife say anything?
Of
Sure.
course she did. I mean, sometimes she didn't speak to me for about 2 days.
So maybe my wife just wouldn't talk to me for a few days. That's right.
Anyway, that's my story. My wife is really a fine woman.
So now everything's cool.
Yeah.
You're on the straight and narrow, is that what you're saying?
What's the straight and narrow?
How can, he's a good-looking guy. He can sing and he's got tons of money. How's he going to be on the straight and narrow?
I'm just asking.
It's impossible. It's impossible. It's tough.
No, it's easy.
When you walk into a room, can the broads just come right up to you, or do you have to actually work the room?
He hasn't worked a room in years, I bet.
My wife's on the phone. She wants to get in on this.
She wants to go up to your room, Engelbert.
No, that's my wife on the
No, my wife's on the phone.
my wife on the phone.
Hey, you're on the air.
Howard?
Yes, honey.
I can't believe what you're saying on the
Hey,
day of our anniversary.
Hey, maybe you should be like Mrs. Humperdinck.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be a little
like
more
that.
understanding.
No,
This is my wife, Engelbert.
I'm not understanding at all.
You're not?
Not at all.
Why don't you go to England?
Listen, I can understand with the way you're thinking, dear.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have such a catch. I can't lose him.
Yeah. I'm a great guy. 22 years I'm married, Mr.
No,
Humperdinck.
you're not married 22.
18 years.
18.
18 years having had sex with a different woman.
But we have wonderful sex.
And watch what's going to happen. Engelbert's going to end up having sex with my wife. I know it.
Cheat on you.
Yeah.
You'll be faithful.
Yeah, she'll end up getting all the sex.
Yeah.
Stay away from my wife. Okay. All right. Thanks, Allison. That was really great that you
Say
called
happy
us.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too. It's very nice, very exciting.
I have a good time all the time.
Yeah.
I try to enjoy myself.
You know, Gary's aunt, my producer, his aunt used to be the president of your fan club.
Aunt Jean?
Aunt Jean used to actually sit there and like prepare the room for you before you came in and
Yeah,
stuff.
well, you know, they do that. Lots of them.
Really?
Yeah.
What did your Aunt Jean have to do for Engelbert?
I just remember how...
Wait.
You know, there's certain places that he goes that he knows he can sell out every time, and I think you go to Westbury Music Fair like once a year or something, I think.
Right.
He used to play there quite a bit.
Right.
And that was like on Long Island, so I know that, you know, she would always be backstage with some of the other people, and I think she said, like, she used to make sure that he had everything he needed backstage.
Like what? What kind of stuff?
What do you have?
I don't understand.
Case
what's
of rubbers.
everything. What is everything?
Like, you know, yeah, what is everything?
Like, I don't know, I got the impression she meant like food and flowers and stuff like that.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, but doesn't, like, usually like, the road manager does all that. Why would your aunt be? But why would Engelbert want your aunt? No, I'm sure she's very nice, but why would he
she's a
want
very
your
lovely
aunt?
lady, too.
Yeah, but what, do you really know her?
Yeah.
You do? You know Jean?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Why would Engelbert, Mr. Humperdinck, want your aunt handling his food?
I always got the impression that it was his way of letting them be involved.
I
I
see.
could be wrong.
I see.
Yeah, right, it's their privilege to be...
But you really remember Aunt
You
Jean?
do this better than me. You sit in this chair and take over from me.
Now, let me ask you something, Mr. Humperdinck. You see how oversized Gary's teeth are? Did Aunt Jean have big teeth like that, too? Or was she okay?
She's the other side of the family.
I see. Gary's aunt is on the phone.
Oh.
Oh, this is good. This is the president of your fan club.
Wow.
Or it'd be like, you know, for like 15 years. Hold on. Hey, Aunt Jean, you there?
Yes.
Hey, want
How
to
you
speak to
doing?
want to speak to Engelbert?
Sure. Who's this? Howard?
Yes, Howard. You gonna be able to keep your panties on if I?
I'll try my best.
For 15 years, you were the.
Howard, here I am in Florida getting long-distance phone calls that you've got Engelbert there on the show.
Yeah.
And Gary's talking about Aunt Jean.
Yeah, yeah. So
How
Aunt
do
Jean,
we do?
what did you do for Engelbert backstage at the Westbury Music Fair?
And be nice, Gene.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetheart. I love him.
How are you,
The
darling?
best entertainer that we could ask for.
You never made love to Engelbert. It was strictly a platonic
only
relationship.
in my dreams,
Right.
Howard, only in my dreams.
You would fantasize about him at night?
Well, I try to keep cool.
Really?
So one of the nicest things that I've done for Engelbert, I had developed a beach towel
Yeah.
and sold it to the clubs and had every year at SUNY, State University of New York, gave away $1,000.
Wait a second. Aunt Jean, let me get down to this. You would hang out backstage at Westbury Music Fair and you had to prepare the room for Engelbert, right?
Well, yeah.
What would you do?
We would bring roses. He loves roses.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but damn harem.
Pardon me?
It looks like he got a harem.
He does have a harem. Isn't he lucky?
Well, like,
Howard, don't you wish you had all of that?
Of course.
well, hell yeah, I do. Of course I do.
Am I hearing Robin in the background?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'd want Aunt Jean hanging out in my dressing room, but at least she can prepare the room.
Like the people in your house.
Hey, by the way, let's make it clear that Aunt Jean is from a different side of the family, doesn't have Gary's big teeth and lips, right, Aunt Jean?
But Gary's a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart, but he got big teeth, right? You got to admit, don't you think he got big teeth?
Let's just say it runs in the family.
Right.
Don't put me on the spot like that. Let's talk about Engelbert.
So when you used to fantasize about Engelbert, like you would go back in the dressing room and you were
Why did I use that word?
you were hoping that he would take you in his arms and start making love to you. Tell the truth.
I'm too old for that.
Oh, yeah, now you're too old, but like 15 years ago you weren't too old.
Oh, well, I was pretty old.
So would you like
I don't know how old I am now.
Aunt Jean, would you go home and just like start thinking about Engelbert and like what it would be like if you
What
started
can
kissing?
I do best to promote him? Howard, have you ever seen Engelbert perform?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, I'm
I
not doubting his performance. I'm just wondering what you would think about it.
Outrageous
I think
entertainer.
you thought you'd go backstage at Westbury Music Fair and then all of a sudden like maybe Engelbert will take you back in the room and disrobe you.
I wanted all of the years, and I've been with him for many, many, many years.
Yes.
I really did. Everything I did was to let him know how much I appreciated.
I also found this
Unbelievable,
very
man.
incredible that a bunch of women
On
would
his
band
20th
together
anniversary in show
to
business,
worship, a
Engelbert.
guy. I mean, they all want him.
But you're like a stalker, Angie.
Really?
No, Engelbert is wonderful.
You ever been stalked,
Bill is
Engelbert?
wonderful,
Right.
and
Yeah.
please give Bill my love. I mean,
Listen to
Engelbert
this.
has always had plenty
Give
of
Bill
people.
my love.
Hey, you got a better fan club than Wayne Newton.
Of course he does.
All right, Aunt Jean, thanks.
Howard, you stay well.
All right.
And Gary, wherever you are, hope to talk to you soon.
All right, thanks, Aunt Jean.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It's Aunt Jean, everybody. Anyway, Engelbert Humperdinck has a new CD out called After Dark. It's in the stores now?
It's June the 18th. It's in the stores.
All right, so you can look for it in the stores. I want to thank you for stopping by.
Yeah,
You're on tour?
And thanks for being kind. You've been very kind to me. I can't believe
Yeah,
it.
why not? I mean, listen, why wouldn't I be kind?
I don't know.
I just want to know about how much you get laid. That's all I care about. I can care about singing. I don't care about anything. I just like to know how much I like to know how married guys get laid. That's all. I want to do that.
Engelbert, before you leave real quick, let me just ask you one quick question.
Say what?
Let me just ask you one more quick question before you leave.
Yeah.
So do you think after this interview,
what's that?
hold
What
that,
do you
there you go. Do you think after this interview now you're going to catch any flack from next time you see Tom Jones?
I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack, but I don't care.
You don't care? What about with all those women calling in? Any problems with that? Did it make you embarrassed?
No.
No?
No, I get a lot of calls.
Yeah, a lot of women like that? Did you have a good time in there?
Huh?
Did you have a good time in there?
I have a good time all the time.
Yeah?
I try to enjoy myself, but safely.
Thanks. Take care.